Please can you introduce yourself and your role at Boys in Mind?
I'm Eleanor Dixon and I'm the coordinator at Boys in Mind.
Please can you tell me a bit about what Boys in Mind do?
Boys in Mind is a Bath-based charity and we work through the 3 Ps. So we prevent suicide, young people's suicide, we promote positive mental health, and we partner with young people and organisations. So we're a new-ish charity. We've been a charity for a couple of years. Before that, we were an organisation that was set up by teachers and mental health professionals as a response to the high rates of suicide in young men, particularly in the southwest.
Is it just boys you help or girls as well?
We call Boys in Mind Girls Mind too. A lot of people know us as Boys in Mind or BIM because it's in response to the figures which show that it's the leading cause of death. Suicide is the leading cause of death for young men still. So its response to the figures are far higher for young men, but actually we want everyone to have great mental health. We want everyone to talk. We recognise that young people, whether that's he, she, they, however anyone identifies, has a right to good, healthy relationships, good, healthy mental health.
What kind of topics do you cover? Is it just suicide or do you...
We cover whatever's important to young people, whatever people are talking about right now and whatever's on people's minds. We want that being brought up and brought out, addressing some of the bigger issues. So we've made films about race and heritage and how that impacts on people's lives. We've also made films about consent and what good sexual relationships look like, what great relationships look like. We have recently been asked to make films about climate change because young people are really worried about the world that they're currently living in and the future, and how it's resting on young people's shoulders, the burden. What else is affecting young people's mental health? We're addressing all those things, whether it's weight, whether it's social media, whether it's the pressure in schools, the outside factors that are affecting it. People's mental health, as well as the personal factors. So whether you fit in, whether you feel that you are being supported enough, whether you can actually talk to your friends, whether your parents are helping encourage you to learn communication.
Amazing. Wow. Can you tell me a little bit about your solution-focused approach and how you apply it in the work at Boys in Mind?
Thanks for asking about solution focused because it underpins our work. It's about what people can do. It's about everyone having skills and everyone having passion and everyone having their own solutions. We ask, what can you do? When we are working, for example, the Grow for Life project, we say like, how's your day been? And they've said, it's about a 6. We're like, okay, how can we get it to a 7? Yeah. So always keeping in mind the positive, the solutions, not forgetting that life's really hard and wonky, and we're not just glossing over that, but we're concentrating on the positives and the solutions to the problems that young people face.
It can be so tricky, because a lot of the time the negatives sort of take you over a lot of the time, so having that real focus on the positives is really quite a lovely change, I imagine, for some young people.
Yeah, we found that it's something that really works and young people are really keen to try it. In fact, often young people are better than us older people at finding their own solutions and being proactive with that.
How can young people find your resources, like your films, podcasts?
Yes, Google Boys in Mind, Girls Mind too, BIM, whatever you want, we will appear. So we've got a website at the moment with all our films on, and follow us on social media, please. We're on Instagram, we are also on Facebook, and we're looking at rolling that out in other social media platforms that young people are at. So YouTube Shorts, potentially TikTok. We want to know what young people think. Should we be engaging with this, or is social media actually something that young people are finding too stressful and they want to pull back from? So we want to open up that conversation and say, where should Boys in Mind be? Where would you like us to be? We're certainly coming to schools where there are young people. We run workshops, we're running graffiti and animation projects. We're in the new year, we're going to be at your school. If you would like us, please invite us in and we'll do workshops and assemblies.
Our theme this month is social, emotional, mental health. Do you have any top tips for how people can look after themselves at Christmas?
We're so glad that you are focusing on physical and mental health at this time of year, because Christmas can be a really difficult, triggering, messy time, and we are surrounded by images that we think, these adverts, that's what Christmas looks like. Happy families, great relationships, lots of sparkle, and life gets in the way. It's not always like that. So we want you to have a real Christmas. Understand that social media doesn't always portray what's going on in real life. Not everyone is living their best life. Do not feel alone. Talk to people, reach out, connect to people. We've got clangers which we use, clangers for well-being, and clangers is connect with people, the C. It's vital to have those relationships. Ask people how they are, tell people how you are, and connect with a helpline that can help find out how you are and really care. So connect with others, whoever they are. We just urge you to reach out and connect. Learn is the L, because learning, whatever that looks like, it might not be in a classroom. Classrooms aren't fantastic for everyone. Learn on a gardening activity like we run. Learn by teaching yourself a guitar chord. Just learning about the world, feeling inquisitive, being interested. Active is the A in clangers, because we know that healthy minds are often helped by healthy bodies, and if you can be active, even if it's just going for a walk along a canal path for a little bit, or just getting out and posting a letter, or joining boxing exercising with friends is a great way to connect as well. You can combine these, you can learn something new that's an activity, but staying active really helps.
That's definitely my go-to.
Is it?
For myself, yeah.
Is that how you, yeah. What do you do?
I go to the gym, I do swimming.
Swimming, yeah, it's a great one.
Those are my go-to.
And sometimes you have to force yourself out on a cold night.
Yeah. It can be really tricky sometimes, but I know that once I get there, I feel so much better for it once it's done. And I think, small win, big win, sometimes even. To be out and about and
being active. Fantastic. The RN is actually what you said there. It's noticing how you're feeling, and it's noticing little things, on the way to your swimming. If there's just something that looks beautiful, something that makes you notice, check in on it. Go, gosh, this is actually a beautiful world. Solution focused, looking at the little solutions in things, the easy shortcuts, the easy wins, the noticing how you are, how things feel. And this time of year, giving, actually, it's not about getting so much, it's about giving, and that doesn't have to be consumer driven. Giving a smile to someone, giving your time, giving your attention, it really does make you happier. We know that if you're feeling grateful, if you're giving of yourself, it will up your mental health. Eat well, yes. Don't completely gorge on sprouts, but we know that if you have a balanced nutritional diet, even if you're eating a lot of truffle balls at Christmas, you feel better. There's a lot to be said for nutrition and mental health. Relax and clangers. Hopefully Christmas, whatever it looks like for you this time off, can let you relax and rest and recharge as well. So make time for that. And clangers, the S on the end is sleep. Sleeping really does make everything feel better. Even if you're struggling with it, there's resources on a lot of websites, including ours, that will help you with sleep. But do try and prioritise it.